What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your weekly tarot show for the week of October 4th through the 10th of 2021. Looking forward to seeing what the cards have to say. We are in some intense times. This is in October. Woo! So check out the weekly if you haven't yet. That's definitely the most important thing on this channel at the moment. But I'm always excited to pull some cards. I like to see what they have to say. I usually do the tarot after I do the weekly to see how the cards match up with that channel, and we'll find out. So definitely setting the intention for the best message for us in these times. It's intense. We're gonna see, huge extremes in our life, and we have to find the beauty and the balance through those extremes, and that's the gift, and it's through unordinary ways to find that. So what is the message from the cards? Let's find out. The sun illumination is the Three of Cups in reverse. Well, I think emotionally we have to kind of come back to ourselves. I think we have to make sure that we're, really feeling into life and the direction that we need to go. It might feel like people around us are kind of trying to maybe steer us in a direction that we don't want to go. The camera's not in the best of focus. And maybe it might feel like we're having to rely on people to bring us good emotion, to bring us a good sense of feeling right now. It is Libra season, relationships and people are highlighted for sure. But, let's get back to our own essence and our own ability to shine and create and make ourselves feel like we are maybe the life of our own personal party, and not, lose sight of that identification of ourselves. The moon here, we got the Hanged Man reversed. Well, that's good. I think that we're getting ourselves unstuck. There's a lot of progression moving forward, and this is maybe getting us out of a feeling of like looking at all these different perspectives and, really trusting our emotion here to show us the way, to show us that we've kind of enlightened ourselves and we're ready to get out of the tree and start progressing forward with aspects that we really feel like are going to light us up, that are going to feel like they're filling our cups up, that are going to make us happy and fun. I don't think it's the time to sit around. Emotionally, if we're just, feeling like sitting around is going to get us what we need, it's likely that it's time to get up. We're not hung anymore. I like getting the Hanged Man in reverse because it puts him right side up. And I think maybe we've been feeling like we're upside down a little bit. This is a week where we can get unstuck, but we have to progress forward and really trust our intuition to do so. Mars here got the King of Pentacles upright. I love that. This is definitely a time to realize our power and our manifestation, and there's a lot of energy that wants us to create right now, and it wants us to attract in the abundance. So we got to move towards our goals. We got to move towards our ambitions here, and we also have to be firm, and we have to be kind of like steady too. So steady wins the race. It's not just about like making crazy impulsive decisions. Like, it's about doing things from a smart, grounded perspective that you feel emotionally called to. So it's not like, oh yeah, I'm just ready to, maybe charge forward. Like, no, let's make sure that whatever you're charging into has solid backing behind it. And it does make factual sense as well as intuitive sense, because I think that you've gotten the information that you need to know. So this is a great time. This is a great time to use the creative abilities to manifest. I don't think you need to look for people to throw the handouts with the Three of Cups in reverse to make you feel better. This is a time of getting back into yourself and, making sure that you're the life of your party and that you can attract in what you need. Mercury's throwing out the Queen of Wands upright. This is a time with Mercury going to Kazemi this week in retrograde with the Sun and Earth that, this is a powerful time of getting back to understanding our heart, getting back to understanding a youthful energy, and realizing that life can be beautiful and fun, and amazing things can sprout up and bring life and courage into our life. But we have to understand that courage. We have to understand how to be firm in what our heart's desires are, and to not let anything outside of us take that party away. The party is definitely within the reevaluation of what's going to bring in the great things and the love and the happiness into our life. And we can, absolutely create. This is a powerful time of realizing that you can create, as well as doing the things, literally acting in the way that's going to manifest in your life. So yeah, there's retrogrades, but the energy's popping off. Like it's definitely there's a progression energy here that wants us to really understand our own power and to have the courage mentally to do that, whatever it may be in your life. We're going to get the Venus card here with the 10 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, Venus is going to finish up in Scorpio this week. I think we've karmically, even with the aspects that are taking place in the new moon in Libra, this is definitely a time to realize that maybe karmic cycles of heavy weight about relationships have come to a close. And maybe we could want to weigh these things out a little bit more, but it's time to realize that that cycle maybe has ended, and the way to power is to rise up. And it's really to make, you do want to double check things a little bit. Like I think even the Mars with the King of Pentacles is like, make sure you're making the practical right decision when it comes to your action and your energy. And Venus here, I would say too, is like, just double check, but you're probably done. Don't weigh it out for too long. Double check. If it's done, it's done. Move on. Maybe there's not too much to go back and worry about. Like that weight has already shedded. And this could be through your own manifestation abilities and your own, reflection that you look at yourself and how you treat yourself. Remember that you've graduated and you don't need to stay in an old cycle, especially if it's just weighing you down. This is a liberating time to be alive. Jupiter got the Fool in reverse. So it's important to, remember with Jupiter getting this card, like it's abundant to know that it's a new journey. We're starting things very, very fresh slate in some ways. Because of the work that we've done, we're ready to get out of the tree. We're not stuck anymore. We're moving forward. We kind of got to be fearless on this journey and kind of go at it with a youthful energy and, not be scared of it. So Jupiter's saying, hey, if it feels like a really weird, energy that you're starting in life right now, that is the way. That is, what you need to just sack up. He's got to sack up and go on this journey. There's always the dog. The dog's definitely the guide. Our guides are with us. We're definitely here for that reason. And yeah, don't be scared of the journey. It's time to take a risk. It's time to roll the dice of life and see where that journey and that abundance can bring you. It's not going to look like you thought it was going to look, but that's okay. And Jupiter's saying there's abundance in that, and you're not the fool for going on this journey. You would be the fool if you didn't see the beauty in what place you're at in your life right now to help you go on this journey. That is where you'd be the fool. But really, this is a positive spot in this spread no matter what. So the positivity is just embracing the newness and not looking at yourself as some fool in life, especially with the aspects to Chiron we've had. Saturn's throwing out the World card reverse. Yeah, there's a lot of karma that's ending, especially around people, especially around, big life cycles in our own personal lives and with the collective. And it's a new chapter, and we don't want to restrict ourselves from that. We don't want to, hold ourselves back and stay in the old world. It's time to go into the new world. And Saturn's, going to try and, I would say this card reversed is saying like, look, there's going to be things that show up in life that are going to try and keep you in the old world. And that's going to be the biggest block ever, is if you stay in that when you know within your heart and your soul that that's not a world that you want to be a part of, because you graduated that one and you're ready to go on the journey to the new one. What's Pluto say for the transformation card? The Hierophant upright. It's all about, believing in something steady, really having a tradition, probably a spiritual practice that you feel aligned with that is going to get you through it. But it's not just about the spiritual side too. This card is connected to Taurus. There's a physical nature to what you believe and what you're dedicating to that is going to take you into the new world, that's going to keep you keeping that higher faith, that's going to keep you believing that if you keep creating and trucking and being here in the physical world, that you will have, sovereignty given to you in a lot of ways in the new world. Let's see what we get here for the Black Moon. Yod, destiny. This is our destiny. We this is the finger of God here. It's pointing in this direction. It might feel extremely weird, but there's definitely energy working together to try and get through the weird moments. So remember that whatever's showing up, in life this week. It's to help you use what you do have and what you have learned in the old world to help you progress into a new world, into a new cycle, into not feeling stuck, but realizing you can get yourself unstuck with your own sense of your enlightenment, and realizing that you have the power to bring a party into your life and to have people in your life that it can help you create, but you don't need necessarily somebody to bring that to you. You just have to attract it in by having it in yourself. Yeah, there's a lot of cycle ending here, but there's so much beauty too, because we're realizing our power. We're realizing our strength and realizing that we have to get to business for it because it's our destiny. So it's a destined week. Big things are taking place. What do the dice have to say? We got the sun in the fourth house of Virgo. Yeah, we got to tidy up and get practical about our emotional life, our personal life, what we need to feel secure, and we need to illuminate in that area. So this is about personal security, personal illumination. It's definitely, a little bit of rest and a little bit of work here with Virgo fourth house. We definitely, might have to take a little bit of time to process everything. That's okay. There's a steadiness to this reading too that was like, hey, this is the destined times. Like there's a progression, but there's also like, with the Mars getting that King of Pentacles, I feel like, we need to make really, strong, smart decisions that might, not necessarily be weighed out too much, but be planned out, make sure that there's a physical, something to it, if you will. So could be a critical week. We could be critical emotionally. We could be illuminating a lot of the weight that we do carry deep within us. And, we need to transmute that for wherever it is that is looking like it's going to give us the best way forward, on a personal level. And I would say that between, this just kind of came up, but there's going to be more stuff coming about work-related stuff this week, and it's going to affect people emotionally. There's going to be a big light shined on that. So keep your sovereignty, keep your emotional power. Realize that if something weird does happen within your home life or your emotional life, it wasn't part of this change in your physical world, and it wasn't part of your destiny. And you're gonna have to find comfort in that. And I think that goes along with the reading well. I love you guys very much. I do hope this was helpful in some way, shape, or form, and I will see you next time. Have a great week. Peace.